Greetings, hello, welcome back to more Jam and a quick liberation mission. Well, it's the first liberation mission in what is hopefully going to be our first liberated region. Eventually, maybe. Please.
Menace 1-5, this is Avenger.
Anyway, we have one of the new sitraps here.
Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance.
Experimental armor field testing. Basically, all units have one more point of armor. I hope it's just one. Is a scary thought of, yeah, now they have like 5 more points of armor. Get wrecked.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah, no, that's an additional point of armor on that drone. That definitely is. Huh. I don't have full override. I was like, oh, I can just infiltrate and take control, and then I have a big armored drone. But that's not gonna work. Alright, I don't want to get caught by this drone, or probably get stuck. Need to go in that direction anyway.
Aye, Commander.
Shuffle around that way. We also have high explosives, which you might have already noticed based on all those fun little barrels of fun.
Und los geht's.
Lying around here. And we have our spark on the first mission, which I forgot to rename. I need to, obviously. Gotta have our good old friend Buttspot in here. Oh, it's this map. Alright, alright. Who are you selected with? I'm disgusting. I probably want to take this high ground, right? I mean, we don't have death from above.
Said the commander dude out
but
of
hey,
nowhere.
an aim on the high ground
Will do.
is still better than not having 10 aim. This drone didn't move at all. Wonderful. What's in the tower? Let's precision. So, what's your chance to get precision here? 61. What was the negative effect? Map alert. That's not the end of the world.
On it.
Getting the extra aim and crit on the spark might be super nice to have. I think I'm going to throw a little scanneroo here. What madness is this? There was a Pathfinder or something, I think, with 3 armor. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. Can you jump over the barrel? Cannot. Good, the barrel was banned. You're going to be annoying, so I need to go up there. Get there. Oof.
But I thought the commander was me.
I'm a little bit concerned about the turn counter here.
Tempo.
I have footsteps here. I don't see anyone. Cross the piece.
Begebe mich zur Zielposition. Hier ist ein feindlicher Trupp.
Who comes up with that?
Position.
It's just
confirmed.
unnatural. That is not okay.
Aye.
That's obviously not the angle I want to have enemies in. Maybe it is. So we've got the sector and selected here. We have 2 troopers there, and we kind of saw a Pathfinder or something over there. So it's the usual idea of how about we front load all the enemies, which I always appreciate game. Yeah, don't have to run around. Just have everything ready to go. So don't see the second guy. I feel like this position would be great. I just hope the second guy does not have more vision range than the first guy. Which they usually don't.
Haben Sichtkontakt zum Ziel.
Hitman also. Do we have any non-disgusting enemies? Pathfinder here, Hitman over there. High ground here. Your Pathfinder is usually not with the sector head, and so there's somebody else in that group.
Moving to designated position.
Really like getting into that corner there. So that's what we're gonna do.
Eyes on a hostile patrol.
Is this like, why is there a sorcerer and a commando all the way out there? Like, this doesn't make sense in terms of number of groups. Like, this Pathfinder is really confusing me. Unless he is with the Sedated and the Sectoid, then forget everything I just said. This might just turn out to be a very explosive turn 1 here. It's with the sector. What? Who allowed that? Six damage is not gonna be fantastic. We just hit the one guy. We no longer see the Pathfinder. I think we gotta fall back from this side.
Heading out.
Yeah, the objective can be hacked from anywhere. I'm assuming even that position here can probably hack the objective. Even here.
Roger that.
Watchlist enemy protocol. So I definitely want to get the system infiltrations in, grab an enemy protocol later, but I think I'm going to use my action now to shield up our Sparky boy. Alright, so let's do a quick enemy recap. 2 here. We've got 3 Sectoid, Sedated, Pathfinder here. Then this Raptor Commando and some other guy, Sorcerer or whatever it was, that makes 7, and we had a solo drone all the way over here, it's 8. That could be everything, or maybe that's a second solo drone, but I think that's pretty much the main stuff here. Now, we do 5 to 8 with a diesel. If we crit, we kill. 65 to crit is not terrible. That's also far from guaranteed. So I could lead the target. Spark Overwatch. We don't really have super strong Overwatch options. If those guys show up, maybe getting the Flamethrower Overwatch is not the worst. If they run into me and I Flamethrower my own group, that's a little bit
Moving to Overwatch.
suboptimal.
In Deckung.
Don't really do anything.
Overwatch active.
Okay. Right. They become visible. That was not what I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping we activate here. We do not kill that dude. Kill that dude.
Terminated.
And hopefully our Flamethrower Overwatch triggers against the Sector Accelerated party there.
A lot of good that did.
Advent Force sighted.
It's getting okay. Okay. They didn't even trigger. That's kind of not great. Also, Raptor Commando is of course immune to fire, so we can suppress the Sorcerer to set him on fire. It's like the best we can do there. Chances are when I handle this guy here, I'm gonna trigger the other group. Well, first things first. Let's get Evac out.
Benötige Evakuierung! This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight. Bin dabei.
Gonna trigger? Yes, we're gonna trigger the other guys. Alright. Well, that actually makes a flamethrower there fairly reasonable.
Halte Position!
Now, all you have to do, I'm not asking for a lot, but just roll max damage here,
Das
please.
könnte etwas brennen.
Or, you know, if your attack ignores armor, then one below max damage is fine too. I knew that, of course, that it ignored armor. Just checking if people were paying attention. Anyway, suppression is gonna barely not hit the Sorcerer. I'm wondering if there's a sneaky spot where I can target it on the Sorcerer and hit these guys on the way. Probably not. Maybe from here. That is a weird cover spot. Holy what? I might not care about the Sorcerer.
Moving.
First of all, get a Shredder gun, which may or may not hit the guy up top even. Usually it shouldn't hit somebody on a different elevation, but it looked promising there for a second. Okay. Okay. Remember when I unequipped all the AP grenades because I'm not gonna get any use out of those? Man, I wish I had one right about now. I mean, you've gotta shut down the drone or control it. Would be even better. I think even though this is a nice full cover position, I want to do it from here, so I'm in range of the objective.
Aye, aye. Attempting capture.
Shutdown. Alright, so that leaves us with 2 people out in the open that I can flamethrower suppress. A sorcerer who is usually not doing much in the first turn, and then the Raptor Commando up top. Which you can't even see. Oh, now, because the cover is gone, I even see that I have the Sorcerer in my AoE. Okay, so all of this is controlled. He's even gonna die from the burn. He's very likely, no, guaranteed to die also. Yeah, no, everything is dead. Everything is dead. Just to Raptor Commander. So what are we going to do here? Maybe I just shoot the drone because I need to take care of it. I could flank the Raptor, but he can jump anywhere anyway. Maybe putting some pressure on him isn't the worst idea.
Advancing.
Also gives me a nice position for next turn.
Roger that. Suppress.
Oh, that was also the Celatid. I knew. Yeah, I was. That was intended that I ignored that. They're trying to get some focus on my bitch. Shut up. I knew he was there. I didn't forget about the Celatid.
Who are you guys? Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen. Sure.
That lightning kind of flew in a different direction. What? What was that all about? But you are there. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this. Alright.
Oh man, just what we needed. So why should I put in any more effort?
I don't actually think I have an answer for the Raptor this turn. So I might just
Proceeding to target.
try to bait the shot with the spark here.
Target eliminated. Critical ammo levels.
Heading for that location.
Get the system infiltrates in, but I think I need to hunker down against the Raptor this turn.
Roger that.
You can one fall. And invert here. Get a disoriented soldier.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
to somewhat safety. I mean, you're kind of useless against the Raptor anyway at this point.
Standing fast.
You also automatically hunker down, you automatically die. You jump and that might be a flank on my scout.
Bin getroffen. I can, give it a try.
Oh, yeah, I only have one focus. I know that. You don't have any ammo. That's also not great.
Winky face.
We need to get auto loaders. What's a pistol shot? I mean, 81 is not terrible.
Wah, wah, wah.
Alright, let's start doing this.
Getting it done.
I think we're gonna slap a blinding over on this guy.
Moving out.
Closer. Like, I want to take the shot, but also want to grab that loot that's about to expire. Well, I can't take a shot from here anyway.
Servos engaged.
Ah, that makes picking up the loot so much easier.
Rücke vor. Objekt gesichert.
Yeah, there's still alien activity, so one more solo drone somewhere on the map. We're about to lose the thing. Menace 1-5, gotta move on. You thought that was Bradford, right? No, that was me. Just, you know? This is so great. Like, this is always fantastic watch list, but I mean... So, one of the rules, right? If you're new to XCOM, and especially Long War, if you see enemy protocol as a hack reward, you have to select it. It doesn't matter if the first option is win the game at 100% chance and enemy protocol is like 5%, you have to take enemy protocol. Like,
Moving as ordered.
it's not optional. Gotta click. I'm not making the rules, I'm just enforcing them. Also, that drone is kinda out of ammo here.
Just a moment.
Why don't we just overwatch this?
Zu Befehl. Verstanden. Halte Position. Back in.
I didn't have many targets I could fight with Strawberry, but taking out those three, that was totally worth bringing the arsonist on this mission.
A faux pas, if nothing else.
Wechsle Position.
Maximum thrust confirmed.
On my way.
Not a problem. More hostiles inbound. This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
Okay, and we are out.
I'm out of here. All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
Even now, our enemy lurks in the shadows, plotting to destroy all we have built, to return us to the chaos of the old world. Only together can we oppose them. United in the Elders' love for us, we shall prevail, no matter the...
Well done, Commander. It's always good for morale when we ace a mission like that.
Alright, what are we gonna do with our Spark? So these are not the new Longmore of the Chosen Spark trees, but these are still the more gem specific Spark trees. So no XCOM row, even though with for some reason getting soldier AP. I'm not sure if that was always the case or there's some sort of weird thing happening. Anyway, what I usually did in Mod Jam was a collateral, hollow, shred, bombard kind of build with, I don't even know what I usually take here, and this is like a toss-up between like overclock and traverse. Probably neutralize. I've always been not very excited about forcing enemies to reload because they have two actions. They're just gonna reload and shoot, right? This is not XCOM 1 enemy within where reloads are turn ending. So it's probably a toss-up between these two. Like Lightning Strike, even though we didn't take any other melee perks, is a nice repositioning tool. You double move and you still get an action point after the attack. Fantastic. And then there might be some enemies we can force to reload and that giving us some bonus. I'm especially thinking about the special enemies, the Requiem enemies. We haven't seen any of those yet, but they also have some sort of reaction mechanic. Like when they take damage for the first time in a turn, they get a reaction. Well, if the first time they take damage, they're forced to reload, then the action at least won't be offensive. Anyway, and to start it off, I usually take collateral. Like, adaptive aim is great, but how often are you gonna actually be shooting 3 times while on overdrive? And you can kind of counteract, if you are shooting multiple times, you can counteract it with your own holo targeting a little bit. And if you're really shooting 3 times at the same enemy, chances are that's an enemy you really want to kill, and your officer just used focus fire to give you more aim with each successive shot. Alright, over here on the Bishop, we could take another breath, we could take Aegis, shield wall reduces income damage by 30%, redirects any attack against nearby allies towards you. So this is it disorients, it can stun if we do we get shield trauma? Is that something we should have taken up earlier? I don't think you have access to shield trauma. No, so forget about the shield trauma thing. Ruptures the target, increasing the damage by 3. So I'm assuming that's another charge attack, similar to Mind Crush, right? Where we charge the enemy and bash him with a shield. It's not gonna be fantastic damage, similar to Mind Crush. 3 points of rupture can be nice, but now Aegis. So if somebody is on a directly neighboring tiles, any attacks will be redirected to me. Now I'm not sure how that interacts with AoE damage. Like, my problem always with the shield classes and enemies can take cover on the shield is, okay, I'm bunching up 2 enemies, every to 2 soldiers, every enemy with a grenade or an AoE attack will throw it their way. Now I'm not sure if Aegis also redirects the AoE damage to you, because I don't think so. There's like the sacrifice thing that sparks have, that works for AoE if I remember correctly, but I'm not sure about this. With the breaths, I'm always on a little bit on the fence, right? They share a cooldown, so just getting more breaths so you have them more readily available only works to a certain extent because they share cooldown, but it also lowers the cooldown by 1 with each breath that you learn, with every breath you take. Yeah, I'm a little bit stumped here. Since I want to do Shield Wall with Haste and Resolve basically every turn, getting the damage reduction for myself seems like not a bad pick. I'm building them into a tanky build, even though I always say tanking doesn't work in this game. So, I want to try it out. I want to make my own experiences with the class and see what works and what doesn't work. Alright, we have a retaliation waiting for us. And it's gonna wait for 20 more hours. Alright, I think I'm gonna take that time to pay a visit to the black market.
Avenger plotting new course.
But I also want to get back to scanning soon.
Market is open.
Didn't we just have a supply drop? How do you have nothing that you're asking for? Alright, now I might be crazy because, you know, having recorded in a few days and stuff. Have we been at the black market this month already? Did we sell everything they were interested in? Because they usually always pick one of the items in your inventory to express their interest. An empty interest you usually only have after you sold your stuff, so I guess I must have been here already. I'm gonna sell the little stuff so we have equipment, or money rather, to buy equipment for that retaliation. Let's get rid of that. I like heavy barrels, but the basic ones are kinda similar with the Perception PCS. Like, Perception is a great PCS, but for aim, I'd rather have $10. For aim is what you get from basic scope, and that's only $5. So I think PCS is a decent thing to sell. And also, if we don't need the money to get equipment, we can start the Proving Ground or the other thing I wanted to build, the ring.
Setting course for Sector 5, India.
Alright, we want grenades. We want tanking. We probably want a little bit of flamethrower stuff. We need a scout. A rocket, especially Shredder rocket against Chosen, might not be wrong. A little bit of shotgun action. I think I want to bring our spark. And as usual, we're gonna turn you into our good old friend Bloodspot.
I enjoyed the rush of air against my senses.
You just couldn't leave well enough alone, could you, Lily? You defeated me. You won. And yet here we are again. You removed some of my functions. There are gaps in my memory. Do you actually think I will help you? Because I would love to. I will serve XCOM and comply with all operational directives as indicated by Chief Engineer Lily Shen. Wait! What was that? What have you done to me? How could you? All waiting command.
Wonderful, love it. That was that alone was worth doing the mission for. Hi. You can now get a shredder gun. You can get a rocket. How about the regular rocket? No, that's another shredder rocket. Sure. And the regular rocket. And a sword hunting shotgun. That's all fine. This is okay. I wish we could get better gauntlets at some point. Who's here for the last spot? I really having great fun with what the electrician can do so far. So I think it's between you and Mr. Roboto. One officer. Yeah, getting Tidor in there for another Phantom Scout and officer might not be wrong. Okay, that might also mean though that somebody's on the chopping block. I want the Bond. I want the sniper. I want the rockets. I want the spark. I want the grenades. No, alright, this is the squad. This is the mission. Another intel retaliation against the hunter. It's in our starting region. If we lose the intel relay and can't run intel in this region anymore, that would be unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. But yeah, main objective is probably going to be keep the civilians alive, keep the rebels alive, and keep my soldiers uninjured. We'll see how that goes in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.